Namaste, people. Yogi Chris here. I have a question for you. Are you breathing right now? Are you holding your tongue to your mouth right now? Right now, are you clenching? Or is the tongue sucking on the sides of the teeth? Is there a scowl on your face? Is there any tension that maybe you don't want there? As I'm talking to you right now, are you seeing pictures in your mind? Are you seeing pictures in your mind as I'm talking that have nothing to do with what I'm saying? That they're irrelevant? There's no connection. The only connection is you. Are you aware that your tongue clenching, your breathing, and your mind activity are very correlated? Correlated. That when your breath stops, your mind stops. Is this a knowingness that you have, or is this a sentence that you read somewhere that, yeah, when breath stops, mind stops, when mind stops, breath stops? I'm here to tell you from my personal experience that when breath stops, mind stops. When mind stops, breath stops. Imagine something startles you and everything else in your mind stops. Right then, you hold your breath. And it's very temporary because eventually you'll need to breathe again. With training and practice, you can hold your breath for minutes and minutes, and maybe... My spiritual grandmaster talks about holding his breath for an hour and a half. And then you do this other practice. So that's when you graduate to the next level. I don't know. I've never seen him do it. But there seems to be a mastery of mind and intellect that comes with being able to hold your breath. But if only you practice holding your breath, you'll give yourself headaches and you just won't like it. You'll avoid that because it's not comfortable. So there are techniques, progressions. Everything is simple if you move slow enough. What's his name? Tosin Abasi. He's a lead guitarist. He's a prodigious guitarist for a progressive rock band. He plays an 8-string guitar. He's two-hand tapping on it. He's phenomenal. And he talks about every song is easy to learn if you just start slow enough. Just put the metronome on the super slowest setting. Da, da, da. Every musical masterpiece is actually quite simple because if you take it one note at a time, it's just a single note and then another note and then another note. And breathing is the same way. To learn to hold the breath, to learn to connect the breathing with mind activity, and to learn how this physical instrument is in the middle of your breathing and your mind and your energy, the energies around you, the feelings that you get when you're around certain people, certain foods, certain environments, certain art, so on. The energy associated with memories, pictures. Two people experience the same movie and they experience it a different way, energetically. Your energy system, it's filtering. It's filtering perception. To connect it all and get a holistic understanding of how can I clear mind using breath? How can I use a clear mind to better myself, to create an effect that I want in my own life and in my circumstances? This is pranayama. Pranayama, the regulation of mind. Prana is mind. Prana is the energy behind mind. It's the energy of mind. Behind mind, as if mind were the head side of the coin, behind it is the tail side of the coin, which is prana. And what brings them together? Pranayama. So this is one of the things that I love to teach. I have a pranayama playlist here on my YouTube channel. Check it out. So many really great techniques that are summarized and brought together into a playlist that it's not necessarily a workshop or a progression, but it gives you exposure to several kinds of pranayama, yoga, scientific breathing, the yoga science of breathing. And I just finished a Fundamentals of Pranayama event on my Facebook group. That video will then go up on my website if you want to check that out. And I just wanted to bring this message to you. Ask yourself, are you breathing right now? Are you holding your tongue? Right now, are you holding your tongue? If you're unconsciously holding your tongue, what else are you unconsciously holding? Let that shit go. Learn what you're holding and how to let it go. It's not even learning how to let it go. You just naturally let it go once you realize that you're holding it and you don't want to be. But the realization of what you're unconsciously holding comes very, very easily with pranayama. So that's my message to you. And subscribe to the channel. and maybe I'll see you on my next Facebook pranayama event. You go to Yogi Chris PhD business page and click like, and you'll get notifications when I create those kinds of events. Yeah? See you next time. Namaste.